I haven't cheated, but I don't know what to do. I'm in a very weird situation. I came to the United States like 6 years ago. First years were very tough because I didn't have friends or girlfriend. I was getting tired of feeling lonely, so I created accounts on different dating apps. I found what is now my actual girlfriend, that she's amazing. But I think I forced myself into this relationship because I didn't find her attractive or pretty, but I knew she really liked me. So now I am dating her, but after 2 years with her, I really appreciate her a lot and even love her. Now, I'm gonna say my type of girls are blonde, white and blue or green eyes. My girlfriend is far of that description. She is dark brown hair and brown eyes. The reason why I said this is because of the real deal of the story. At work, new job, I've made friends. Feel so happy now, surrounded by a lot of people that really care about my friendship. I don't feel lonely no more. One day a co-worker told me a girl blonde and white with a big ass was actually interested in me. I felt so weird and uncomfortable because first thing I thought was my girlfriend, but I also felt very cocky and confident. Keeping in mind I was never like that. Very insecure guy and low self-esteem. This girl, I will use the name Anna to describe her. Anna is 32, has a son and a boyfriend. She had a big reputation of cheating the boyfriend. Everyone in the warehouse knew she would fuck a lot of guys in the past. Even my team lead friend of her told me she fucked 4 of his friends. Knowing that info, my very insecure version of me came out and thought things like, what if she fucked a black guy with a 14-inch dick and she's trying to fuck me? A Latino guy with a 7-inch dick. Average. Insecure again. One day she talked to me and that's how everything started with her. I already knew she was going to come talk to me because of rumors, but never thought that day will come. I was being playful and flirt a lot with her. She liked it. A lot. I could see it in her face. I also would tell my girlfriend like a whole different story. Examples would be like nothing is happening at work or work is boring. Since my actual girlfriend is my very first formal relationship, I didn't want to cheat. Because I didn't want to be like her exes that cheated on her. So even though Anna was my type, white girl, blonde and big ass but no blue or green eyes, I decided to push her away from my life. Adding that my biggest fantasy was always a blonde MILF, and she was literally the description of what I wanted. I really had the chance, and who knows now when I'll get it back. At work we see each other. I didn't told her anything. I just simply stopped talking to her, so she was very intrigued in the beginning, but then she didn't care and would look at me mad. Still to this day looks at me mad. And she's fucking another guy now. Lol. Although I feel like she still wants me. I'm like the dick that never got to fuck. With a friend we make fun of that because it reminds us of Smiggle and In the Ring. She's hotter than Smiggle, lol. I guess that was a test 1. Now test 2 is this girl MJ. She started working recently. She's only 18, so around September. In 25 BTW, and something about her being 18 turns me on. I can tell she's a virgin. She's a bit shy, but I might be wrong. With MJ we literally started as friends. But then people started shipping us because I would go look for her and talk with her. I honestly did go to her, but because I knew she was shy, so my new confident version of myself went to talk to her. Now the thing is, I really wanna fuck her. Because with my girlfriend we have sex like every weekend. I last way longer. Like 40 to 50 minutes. So I know that if I fuck MJ and she's a virgin, I'm gonna be her first, and I know it's gonna be good sex. So that kinda turns me on. Because every time I'm with MJ I'm rock hard because I grab her waist a lot and tickle her. And we also like hold hands. I really wanna fuck her, but what to do? I'm so confused. I don't wanna cheat, but also if I break up with my girlfriend she will literally be depressed and feel really bad. Because we broke up for 2 days. And she called me in tears saying and literally begging me to not leave her. I felt so bad because girls crying is my weakness. Or people in general. I don't know what to do. And MJ likes me back. Recently she told me and she gave me her number today. And obviously my girlfriend doesn't know. Next story. I slept with my sister's husband and laughed when she found out about it. My sister 25F Sarah and I 23F have never gotten along. My parents used to put her in charge because she was the oldest and she was always horrible to me. My mom would leave a list of chores for all of us, and whenever anything on the list wasn't done, my sister would say those were the chores she left for me and I would get beat for not doing them. It got to the point where I was doing the entire list of chores myself, while she taunted me saying that if I didn't hurry up I'd be getting the belt. Eventually she started making more messes for me to clean up. She would accidentally spill juice on the counter after I wiped it down and tell me to clean it up. If I didn't, she would tell my parents I spilled it and I'd get the belt. She would make me do her laundry, clean her room, etc. And if I ever refused, she would frame me for something so my parents would beat me. Whenever I tried telling them the truth, they never listened. Because we were close in age, I was often forced to spend time with her when she had friends over. This would often turn into her encouraging them to torment me. She would tell her friends that I had to do whatever she told me because she was in charge, and flex her control over me. Her one friend, Amanda, found this very amusing and would take videos of me bowing to them, giving them foot massages, calling them master, stuff like that. At one point, they went through my phone and found messages between me and a boy. He was a grade ahead of me and a grade below them. A few weeks later, Sarah and Amanda befriended him and invited him over. Sarah went downstairs with him and left me with Amanda. Sarah sent Amanda explicit videos of the two of them, and Amanda showed me all of them, making comments like, "Well, he will never like you now that he's been with Sarah." I made sure they never found out about any boys I liked after that. Sarah and I never repaired our relationship. She asked Amanda to be her Mo and genuinely has no interest in my life, as long as she is still doing better than me. That's all she cares about. She's always needed to one-up me. Even now, over the past few months, her husband has been getting closer to me. I'm not interested in him, but saw an opportunity. So instead of rejecting him, I just played his game. I ended up sleeping with him in their bed and I sent the video to her and Amanda on Snapchat. They both think I crossed a line. Sarah tried to confront me about being a horrible sister, so I laughed in her face and told her to have fun with her divorce. Next story. My wife sexted her ex-boyfriend shortly after we started dating. 12 years ago, we started dating shortly after she moved to my hometown. Her family was military and they had just moved from overseas where she was dating another military brat. They broke up due to the distance. We started dating in October 2011, and then were together for a while before finally getting married in 2020. We now have a son. Well, a few months ago she left herself logged into Facebook on my laptop and I found some old messages between her and her ex-boyfriend. They haven't messaged each other in a long time, but I decided to take a quick look out of curiosity. In their messages from December 2011, I found some raunchy messages. Now, he was still living overseas then, so I know she wasn't physically cheating, but obviously this is still cheating. They haven't messaged each other since 2012. I confronted her about it, and she told me she always felt bad about it, but didn't know how to come forward with it. She told me she purposely didn't delete the messages to prove she wasn't trying to hide them, but that still doesn't explain why she didn't tell me. We are still together as I don't want to throw away everything we've built over something like this from so long ago, but I still think about it often. Next story. Wife denying physical intimacy. I have been married since past 3 years. It was an arranged marriage. Me and my spouse are living in a rented accommodation for now. I don't mind paying the rent and the house is decent. My wife and in-laws have started pressurizing me to purchase a property. Their opinion is that property is a must and they want it for the security of future generation. I tried explaining why I wasn't interested in buying the property right away, and have decided to purchase it 2 years later. This resulted in a big marital discord and we temporarily separated for a couple of months. We finally reached an agreement after keeping both the families in loop that I would purchase a property after 1 year from now. We started staying together about a month ago, and my wife said she won't bring this topic until 1 year. However, within 1 week, she started throwing tantrums and started asking me when I am going to purchase a property. I have repeatedly told her that I need at least a year to purchase a property. But she never listened to me and is very adamant on the demand. Lately, she told me that she won't have any physical contact with me until I buy a property. I have tried explaining her how I am trying to create multiple sources of income for our future, but it has gone in vain. I am a bit unclear on whether denying physical intimacy in exchange of property is the right thing to do to any person. From the beginning of marriage, we have been staying separately from my parents. However, now she says she wants to stay in my parents' house as that is her matrimonial house. Also, she doesn't share good relationship with my mother and I advised her not to visit my parents' place since she creates a huge ruckus wherever she goes. She threatened me that she will call the police and tell them that my parents are not allowing her to enter her matrimonial house. Her behavior caused a lot of emotional pain to me initially, but in the past 1 month, I have been very mindful of the way she is gaslighting me and avoided any long explanations. Instead, I just give one-liner replies and reply either yes, no, or I don't know. This has protected my mental health and I feel slightly better now. I wanted some advice on how should I take the relationship forward, and how can I safeguard my parents forget me legally in such matter. I know that laws are heavily biased towards women and I don't have any hopes from the judiciary as well. Even if I record the conversation, they will throw me behind the bars for breaching someone else's privacy. Is there a ray of hope here?